Hello everybody. Today I am going to assemble this 20-ton shop press that I bought from Harbor Freight for $130. Did I use a coupon? I don't remember. But anyway, I've needed one for a few years to, press bearings and some other miscellaneous stuff that I use. And I really want to, when I do this Galaxy on the frame rails, I want to do like a dimple die when I box in the back section, and I think this would be a good tool for that. All right, let's get to it. Slice open these boxes here, see what we got. I'm assuming that this is the part of this system, and inside we have a big bag of bolts. We have 2 giant pins. We have 2 springs. And we got a giant bottle jack. That is very heavy. Made in China. Okay. Central Machinery 20-ton hydraulic bottle jack. Inside the first box we got the 20-ton hydraulic bottle jack. We have a bag full of fasteners here. We have 2 springs and we have 2 pins. Next, we'll open this box. This box is heavy as shit. I just got over hurting my back. I'm stupid to do this with a heel. That's just the way I do things. Well, looks like we got a bunch of metal pieces. It's like every piece is wrapped individually. What kind of shit is that? Save the weight. Quit wrapping everything in 3 times the amount of plastic it needs to be wrapped in, or don't wrap it in plastic at all. All right, first piece. Ouch. Second piece looks like a jack handle. Third piece is 2 pieces of angle iron. Looks like they were a little rusty, but they painted them anyway. Sand them down, people. Oh, now we're getting to some heavy bits. Heavy piece. I don't know. It's heavy, whatever it is. And we got and have that one. And then we got two metal plates here. Black plates. I'm setting those on the fender. Okay. Looks like we got some instructions here. 20-ton shop press instructions. Let's read that. Got 2 long bars with holes in them, H-beams. Last piece out of the box, another H-beam. Set those against the Galaxy. US Steel meets China Steel. So, and this box is useless. You know, I remember when they used to make cardboard better than they do now. Does anyone else remember that? And this thing fell out. You know you're getting old when you bend over and you look for other things to do while you're down there. That fell out. Looks like shackles. Just 4 badly painted. Well, they're not that badly painted shackles. Okay, let's look at this owner's manual here. 20-ton shop press in plastic, but only one end is closed. "20-ton shop press, owner's manual, safety rules, components and controls. Assembly instructions." Anyone can see that right there. Looks like those angle irons go on the bottom and those little shackles go on the sides. Cross beam in between. Okay, let's get to it. This is what the hardware that came in it. Got 4 bolts here. 4.8, is that like a grade bolt, metric graded bolt? Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. 4 of these. These say, what does that say, 4.8 on them? Yeah, they all say 4.8. I guess that's a rating. Got these 2 eye bolts and then these 2 miscellaneous hex bolts. So according to the instructions, this piece right here is like what goes on the ground, and these things are cut on the bias even though the instructions don't show that. So I'm not exactly sure, and the instructions show, okay, so the side that's got the single holes in it is the side for the ground, I guess, so you can bolt them to the concrete. And this side here, actually, the legs go up here. Okay. Let's do this. That. on, baby. Start for daddy. There we go. All right, we'll give you a close-up of that. Kind of, that's how the bottom looks there. Here's what it looks like assembled on one leg. Yay, 2 bolts are in. Lock washer, flat washer, and bolt. Some people put the lock washer next to the nut. I don't know what's right and what's wrong, but I always put it next to the washer because that washer helps that nut spin and tighten up on that thing. So we'll see. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's the way I do it. Wood is out. Alright, I think the next thing to do is to maybe get that jack in there. The next thing it shows is to put these eye bolts through these holes. And that is a solid, that's not a channel, that's actually a boxed piece of tubing there. And I guess there's no lock washers on here. That way you can adjust the spring tension, possibly. I'm just going to run them all the way down for now. Those threads are a little gummed up on the ends. I didn't have to run a die through them or anything. It did start. It's probably a shipping thing. Yeah. Okay. Seems like it's pretty thin material right there. Like if there's a lot of tension, it might distort this, but we can fix that later if need be. All right, don't make the same mistake I did. This apparatus has to be to where this lines up with this, and I wasn't even thinking of it. So I'm gonna have to unbolt this thing, spin that around. Undoing my mistakes. I wished all mistakes were this easy to undo. Jack off. Let me see here. Get my little bag of Allen heads. Yes, that's it. You know, I'm a dumbass, so all I'd have to do is run these nuts down and then just use a air wrench to tighten them up. See, I'm such a dumbass. The hardware on these tops are 24 millimeter. Save yourself a few minutes and grab the right tool here. Now those bolts down there are 17s. The nut 17 and the bolts 17. Oh. I just wanted to point out a mistake I don't want someone else to make whenever you're sorting your bolts out. Those bolts are different lengths, okay? As you can see, this one hardly has any threads. This one's got a lot of threads, So the longest ones need to go in these bottom holes because they go through 3 layers. Test this thing out, see if it'll do a little something here. Very slow. That's the reason the air ones work so much better. See if we can push a hole in that piece of wood. I heard it crunching. Release the jack. Goes back up. Well, I don't know how accurate 20 tons is, but you know, it definitely puts some pressure right there. So I'm going to use this to, you know, dimple die some stuff and pack bearings and things like that, push bearings out. All right, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video of the assembly of this 20-ton hydraulic bottle jack shop press from Harbor Freight Central Machinery. Coming at you, 40,000 pound capacity. See you next time.